Mina Kimes on ESPN's NFL Live, talking about the biggest question marks surrounding the Browns in 2024.
I wasn't surprised that they didn't bring back Joe Flacco because his performance last season, I feel like, would have hung over this team if he had come back as the backup and Watson had struggled. But the memory of watching that offense have success nevertheless remains, especially, I imagine, for Kevin Stefanski, who it felt like with Joe Flacco was able to call exactly the sort of offense we expect from him, the sort of offense we saw in Minnesota. And when I watch Watson, when I've seen him in, obviously somewhat limited snaps or given his injuries in this offense, it has felt to me like the quarterback and the play caller, Stefanski, still aren't quite on the same page. Whereas with Flacco, it felt like, okay, this is exactly what he wants to do. And I think that's what I'll be curious to see early on. Yet another offseason. Have they developed the sort of chemistry required to put this team over the top? Because the team, as Kevin said, is extremely strong. Defense, skill players, offensive line, all of it. The quarterback remains the question mark.
Mary Kay, that's, my philosophy has been that's why they did what they did on offense. And it sounds like that's kind of what you had said earlier with Ken Dorsey.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of a moot point there, what she was talking about, because they have completely changed the offense. And the offense is geared to bring out the best in Deshaun Watson. So this is now going to be more a matter of Deshaun vibing with Ken Dorsey and that offense. And it is the same offense that, again, that Bill O'Brien ran for Deshaun Watson when he was head coach there. And Deshaun was the quarterback with the Texans, and he went to 3 Pro Bowls, and he was very, very successful in that scheme. So they're gearing everything towards Deshaun, and this is one huge way to do it. And we'll have to see how it goes. I mean, it could be a little bit of a work in progress in the beginning, maybe not, but I do think that you have to get some timing down with your receivers. A lot of that is going to be new, and the way that they do things. So it's just going to be a matter of putting the pieces all together, and we don't know how much Deshaun is going to be playing in the preseason. I mean, he might not play in any preseason games at all. So he's going to have to be able to hit the ground running against the Cowboys in Cleveland Browns Stadium on September 8th.
But this is the reason that you go out and you get a Deshaun Watson to do this, so that you can build an offense around him. That's why you get a quarterback with that skill set.